Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamualaikum. We are from Group Azah.co. So today we would like to present about zakat. So before we start our presentation, we will introduce ourselves first. So my name is Nur Shahida Anis.
My name is Hurain binti Rosli.
My name is Muhammad Ali Faikal bin Nazaruddin Rosailan.
My name is Zuhaikal bin Zin Azman.
Okay, I will pass to Hurain to start our presentation.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I will talk about what is zakat. Zakat is a compulsory levy is imposed on the Muslims so as to take surplus money or wealth from the comparatively well-to-do members of the Muslim society and give it to the destitute and needy. In theory, zakat will result in economic prosperity because it is paid to the poor from those who have a surplus money. Second, who has to pay zakat? The term nisab refers to surplus savings that must be greater than a certain minimum amount of money. If it is and if the Muslim helped them for a year, then they should be paying zakat. Zakat is a 2.5% of their savings that the poor and needy are entitled to. The third one is, what are the advantages if you pay zakat? Zakat is important because it benefits not only the individual but also the recipient and society at large. The power of zakat cannot be underestimated because zakat can gaining a closeness to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Zakat is both a physical and spiritual act, and thereby it is a way of gaining proximity to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. I pass to the next presenter, Anis.
Okay, thank you, Hurain. So I will talk about is zakat an alternative to taxes. So basically paying zakat can help us to significant reduce the amount of income tax that we need to pay. And this discount can sometimes be enough to reduce the amount of income tax to RM0. So next, who is qualified to receive zakah? Mostly who is qualified to receive zakah is the poor and needy. A poor person someone whose property in excess of his basic requirements does not reach to the nisab threshold. Zakat enable the wealthy or rich people to purify their hearts from greed by giving a part of their wealth to the needy people. And the needy who receive the zakat are then able to fulfill their needs. And thus, the economic wealth bestowed by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is spread to all the people and real economic growth is achieved. Next is how much zakat do we give? Um, upon reaching a certain amount of wealth, a Muslim is obligated to pay the zakat with 2.5% that amount as zakat. So this is in contrast to income taxes which can range from 5% to 45% of income. That's all from me. I'll pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Moving on to the pie charts, but before we go into that, keep in mind that this is based on a questionnaire, so there is only one correct answer for each question. For the first pie chart, what is zakat? The correct answer is the second option or the red one. To take surplus money from the wealthy members of the Muslim society and give it to the destitute and needy. Only 33.3% of respondents chose the correct option, while the majority of 60% and others chose the incorrect option. This is because the answers might be confusing as they give similar meanings, and the respondents were probably not exposed to how important it is to learn the fundamentals of zakat, such as its definition. Next, is zakat an alternative for the taxes? The answer is yes, which is the blue option. Again, a majority of 53.3% picked the false option. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions concerning zakat, but we as a group think that zakat is indeed an alternative to taxes because, as my friend mentioned earlier, zakat gives benefits such as helping specifically the poor and needy, as opposed to regular tax, which is meant to help all people in the community. After that, who has to pay zakat? The correct option is Muslims who have already reached 2.5% of their savings. The majority of 96.7% finally picked the correct one. This is probably an easy one, as all of our respondents are Muslims, and at some point they must have asked their family members how much their family has to pay for zakat each year. That's all from me. Moving on to the next presenter.
Okay, so for the next question is who is qualified to receive zakat? So based from this chart, mostly respondents choose the needy and poor. Based on the previous slide, we can see that the who is qualified to receive zakat. So the first point we already see the needy and poor. So the answer is the needy and poor. So the next question is how much zakat do we give? The zakat we must give is 2.5% one wealth. From the previous slide, we can see that how much zakat do we give? A Muslim is obligated to pay 2.5% of that amount as zakat. So that is the answer for number 5, and the majority is 86.7% that choose the 2.5% of one wealth. So the last question is what are the advantages if you pay zakat? So like in this answer, we can see the positive answer is the only one is zakat is a commandment from Allah SAW to the believers. So from this question, we can see at the previous slide, what are the advantages if you pay zakat? Is gaining closeness to Allah SAW. So that is the similar answer for the question number 6. So that's all from us. Thank you. For the last question is what are the advantages if you pay zakat? So based from this question, we can see the answer mostly are negative and there is only one is positive. There is zakat is a commandment from Allah SWT to the believers. So from this question, we can see the answer at the what are the advantages if you pay zakat? That is gaining closeness to Allah SWT. So that's all from us. Thank you.